Good morning. All right, Flat Truth Trucker here. New standard map of the world. Okay, this is actual measurable distance. Starting from the 1. You notice the lines of longitude. All right? If you put this on the center of a globe and you let this one piece go down around the globe, past the equator, the lines of longitude start narrowing back down just like this. Okay? And so it disrupts the accuracy of the distance. Each one of these, the measure is about 2,000 miles from this point to this point. So if you cut out the United States, which is about 2,000 miles from this point to this point, we'll reach from here to there. All right? This might be a little bit longer. All right? So it's a little bit over 2,000 miles. Straight line distance. You'll see the contour. See the exact contour lines. This piece of landmass is designated to the line 1 of the longitude line. Each thing is an exact measurable distance, 2 to 3. So from here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48. That's 48,000 miles approximately in circumference. The circumference of the equator is only 24,000 miles, in which the sun rotates in a circle. Now, the sun, since it moves here a little bit and there, depending what time of the year, but it goes a little south of the equator. Which is this line right here. It follows this, the equator. And anything south of the equator, okay? Now, if you notice, here is very cold, and it's a small landmass. If you look on a globe, you'll see another small landmass, maybe about this size. Okay, that means all this, one of these will fill up this whole circle. Okay, so in actuality, what we have is what you call the Arctic Circle. Okay, it's really simple, people. I mean, and then it shows the sun. Okay, so this is your information about the map. That's 1842, just so you guys know. 10/4/1842. Okay. On the projected of the modern college, okay? This is all done. Very accurate, okay? So this line of longitude, this is allotted to this. So this, when it goes down into a circle, if you put it on a ball, this would be completely perverted. It would be narrowing, and it wouldn't be a lot of the same lines of longitude on a circle as it would on a circle. The circle is exact measurable distance, compared to ball is a corrupted, non-measurable surface that you can get no accuracy from. So if you just to test this theory out, go ahead. You could cut this any pieces out. You cut line 1 and 2 out and a line and paste it on a ball and paste in the same exact area, and then paste, cut this piece out and a quarter, you cut out in quarters, let's say, just here, like in little pies, and then try to place that on a map. And what's going to happen is you're going to have way outlying land mass. It's going to go way over on the ball. It's not even going to line up to anything. You're going to see a lot of missing land. So do that experiment. I'm not going to hold your freaking hand through everything. So I just want you guys to, take the red pill. And it's quite simple. It's the same as this. If you notice on this map, if you compare the two, it gives times in which the sun is proportionate to a 24-hour period. Okay, the sun travels the Earth in an approximate 24-hour period. Okay. So if we look at this, now this is a different scale, okay? This is a different scale. However, you'll see very precisely these land inlets here is lined for this line designation. Okay, and then this, see this outgoing landmass? You'll see the same here, but in greater detail. Here, it's very precise. This landmass here is designated to this measurement of a 48,000 mile circumference of a circle, not a freaking sphere. To you mathematicians who have never took geometry, you might not understand what I'm saying or know the difference between a sphere and a circle. But this is accurate measurements, and this would be perverted when you put it on a ball to the same scale. Because if, in fact, the Arctic Circle, if that was actually the South Pole, we would be having, it only covers on the globe about this kind of mass here on the southern, if you look on it, but it's totally perverted, completely perverted. And if I guess you know what? No, you guys you can go get a globe and you can just see, and you can see the difference in the landmass. Each lines of longitude is slotted a piece of landmass. This is given this landmass, okay, and it's based on a clock. That's why we have a watch at 24 hours. That's why sundials still work today, because the sun goes in a circle and it heats up all the stuff that you see in the blue between here and there. Since in the center, it's going to be colder here because there's less sunlight. Okay, and then it's going to, it's not going to give us heat over here, so it's going to maintain its freezing area over here. It's not going to be completely frozen because it's going to be heated. All this area is going to be heated where the sun goes in a circle. See, the sun and the moon goes in a perfect circle. They're the same exact size. Okay? And, pretty easy to see. And then you got the firmament, which covers probably on the outside here. That's why they cannot measure outside of this. And since it looks so clean and crisp, we're thinking that the circumference is the dome, or the firmament, we're going to say, is from here to there. And you can check out Operation Fishbowl. They've been trying to, test that. But there's waters above that. So if they break into that, it's going to flood. God says he opened the seven things of the depths underneath the earth, and the 7 portals in the heavens, and it flooded the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could say this is 6, and but I don't know. They say that there's 7 continents. I don't know. I'm going to retract that, but I'm not for sure. I know what ours says, but anywho, all right. Well, there you have it, and you have all this landmass. If you look at these right here, now let's say if you look at a flight pattern, if you want to go from Australia to here, you're not going to be able to take a direct flight because it's probably too far. So you'll need to come up and then fly over, or like the routes show, and you have to come over here. I guess it shows that you could come over this way, and you come here to there. You can go here to there, but if you put it on a globe, this starts going down here. You can check out the flight patterns too. That might help you understand a little bit more. I just want to keep it simple though, and just if you just understand this, that the lines of longitude and latitude, and they are allotted terrain features, and you cannot make those terrain features fit on a ball. Okay, you cannot make those terrain features fit on a ball, because when you get past this, it starts narrowing down like this again, and it corrupts the actual measurable distances. Okay, so this, sorry for the map isn't very clear. I'm going to get I probably have to order one instead of just print one. But if you look how detailed the land masses are in here, and it goes all the way around. All the way around. It's very important. Very important. And then you have the Arctic Treaty, which is slotted, and I guess it's just it's designated and it's protected, but nobody can go to the Arctic, and you'll never see a 24-hour time frame. I know if you look online, what it is a manipulation, and there's no proof that they're in the South Pole, but they're always in the North Pole. When you see the sun, when the sun rotates around here, you can see the sun 24-hour a day. But when you're here, when it's over here, when it's back over here, you can't see the sun over here, but you only see it, you see it longer in the day there. So the days, you'll never see a complete rotation of the sun going around the Earth from the Arctic Circle. It's impossible. Impossible. Because when it gets out of line of sight, you can't see it no more. It'll just go out of sight. Just like it goes out of sight when you're here. You'll see the sun rising about here when you're here in America, because you got all the clouds. It's just a ceiling effect, so it narrows down. So all the clouds, rain, and everything is blocking the sun, the view of the sun, and God separates the dark from the light, right? And then the sun goes past this, and as it's going past, then the sun sets, and then you'll see it. The sun. A lot of times you'll see the sun up further north because it's actually coming around this way. So you'll wonder, why does the sun look like it's setting more in the north? Well, because it's going in a circular rotation like this. You see, and now it looks like it's in the north, but it's not. So when you're looking over here and it's nighttime, you can still see the sun from over here in America. I mean, over here on the West Coast. Me and my brother was doing this in real time. I was looking at the moon, and it was dark time, and he was looking at the moon during the daytime, and he was watching the sun set. And when I was watching the sunset, it would look like it was like north of, like how the sun sets in the west, rises in the east, and sets in the west. It looks like it's coming from like the northeast, but it's actually doing this in a circle. So, okay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you liked it, if you have any questions, also just go ahead and ask me the questions. And hopefully this is woken up, in the most logical terms. Anybody with logic and with the eyes to see and ears to hear, let them hear what the Spirit of the Lord says. And it says He's here to set the captives free. And I'm here to set you free